like Contract on Arc, but I tend to like stuff that's not very good. I'm using Contract on something that's gives more DPS, could be better. It feels like every board I was losing in the mid game there was just like getting completely blown up. In a way that's Contract on something like Queen of Pain doesn't really solve. Currently placed first 3 games in a row with big time Contract. Yeah, it's really one of the most powerful items in the game right now, especially with an early Ogre 3. I think we definitely should have gotten first or second that game if we played properly. I'm just not sure how to use this item. Back in the day, we played the most Contract. It feels weirder to use now though. I take Embarrassment over Hood. Embarrassment around the one I rate about the same as Hood. 2 or more Contracts wins games. Yeah, sure, a second Contract is a really big deal. Feels like keeping the axe option open is really important. Selling CM over Viper's Assault Ledge, yeah. I mean, at that point the Viper just has to go. Especially when it's not 3-starable. So axe is a little bit behind curve at 3. I think we should always keep up the Batrider. That's an interesting one. 2 ogres and a warlock is a good start. But I wouldn't mind practicing this a bit more. Alright, is gonna steal all of Axe's kills. I'm pretty much not in Brawny. I mean, you always want to leave the option open in case something weird happens. Like you get like 2 Beastmasters on round 4. You always want to be open to ass pulls. Barrett is getting all of the rest of the kills. Blade Mail Axe actually got them. That's pretty funny. So it begins. Excuse the Warlock only need Ogres for big time Contract. It's true. Oh, that's so crazy. I think the only right answer can be Fall, because it leaves the options open for a lot of good stuff. It opens me to Brawnies and Knights. If I want to win early rounds, I shouldn't be linking Brawnies here, right? Okay, Conga line, let's go. So, let's look at the Brawny situation. It's a good start for Brawny with Blade Mail. Axe has 7 kills, which is pretty solid. He's not paired. I mean, if we don't nut out on Brawnies in the next like 3 rounds, we can't ever go this build. That's basically just how it works. It's not a bad start, except Ogre took literally every single one of the kills in that round, including the ones on Eidolons. No, Beastmaster got 1. Nice. I've basically stopped buying Tusk completely. This unit doesn't even lead to anything. Like, there's no comp that runs this. Throwing the game by attempting Brawnies, lol W. I think Brawnies are inconsistent. I think you basically have to know when to get out of them. It's good to open your options until like 7. It might just be too bad on this new MMR system. Like, if you look at the MMRs here, if I get anything less than... I mean, if I get 3rd place, I think I might be losing MMR in this lobby, right? What Lord ranking is 1500 right now? About 3.2k. Oh, really? Oh, damn. That high, huh? That's pretty crazy. I don't know. I mean, Bloodbound is good, but it feels like trying to use it in a mid-game without Contract is wrong. So it's just like, without Contract, it's basically just like an early game way to win a few free boards. I mean, it's a good start for it so far, with the exception of the fact that we have one Beastmaster. I mean, we can just like win every board right now. Just Timber Clock. We don't really have enough kills, so now we have to basically look at options that Fall opens up. Knights is not terrible. It's pretty open, and we have a level 2 bat. It also works with Fall. This looks like a Knights game through and through. Like, bat is the only knight we have, but we have Fall. Nobody is even remotely on it. This guy has 2 bats benched. It's super open. Worst case scenario, we're sharing it with 1. Knights also work pretty well with Blade Mail, actually. Knights actually work really well with Blade Mail, right? Blade Mail is before the Knight reduction, right? Shouldn't it be? So Knights deal more damage with Blade Mail. It looks like I'm literally locked in for a Knights game. Actually, it looks like I have no choice. I don't think I can even go brownies here. The one thing is I might not find Knights for several rounds, which would, you know, blow. Not a good enough Brawny start. 2 people on Brawny. Knights are open. Fall is better for Knights than Brawnies. Blade Mail is good for both. I guess better for Brawnies, but still very good for Knights. Not enough kills on my early Beastmaster as well, so there's just no Brownies this game. I don't mind doing like a Bloodbound into Knight transition. I'm right about that, right? So new Blade Mail works before all modifications to damage, right? So a Knight with Knight Shield will be dealing double its health in damage to the attacker. It's variable based on their own armor or own reductions. But, I mean, I think Blade Mail is actually kind of low-key with Knights, right? It seems like something people are underrating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can easily hit this interest point. I think that's always what we do. We want the Loa. Look at Hungster for Knights. Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't mind 2 people being on Knights. I just don't want 3. Basically the reason that the talking about like nobody being a Knights, just usually one person is gonna curve into it, but being nobody on Knights when you decide means that after one person curves, after you choose, you're gonna be 2 on Knights instead of 3, and that's really important. When you're the second to be on a build, there's a good chance a third person is gonna join you, and then you're just like, ugh, that's a little annoying. This is a really, really strong game to go Knights in. One, two, three. I really, 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 really want this interest point. I think I'll downgrade this Warlock. It makes my board a bit weaker right now. You often want to be sacrificing a level 1 Warlock, but in the early game, it does make your board a bit weaker. Which, when you're protecting a streak, is, you know, a no-no. But I think my board is strong enough that I can take this risk just fine. And it can really only be on my board for another few turns without a big-time contract. Honestly, maybe even that's underestimating it. Maybe it's nuts. Like in pairs for Heartless early as well, which is good. Does he smoke weed? Anyone knows? No, I don't smoke weed. So now this one's interesting. Suddenly I really want this other interest point. I just sell my entire bench, right? I think I have to, right? As much as the Lycan is adorable, Lycan 1 over like a tiny 2 just for Heartless, But I'm probably going to get Heartless really soon. I'm sure it'll happen.